Hello there. This is Eyewitness Report on Channels Television. This week, as Pen Cinema Agege Bridge gets set for commissioning, Afanla community expressed some reservation. Aboru Ipaja, a definition of an area devoid of government presence. Residents call for attention. Join us for these and more on Eyewitness Report. I am Chris Elams. Our first story takes us to Agege, a suburb of Lagos known for its mixed cultural and multi-ethnic heritage. This very vast area of Lagos borders the Lagos airport and plays host to the Iju railway station. Now, for those conversant with the area, traffic congestion, especially around Pen Cinema area, became a major challenge which the Lagos state government is addressing with the siting of a bridge there. Now, while this is a welcome development to road users and motorists, residents of Afanla community are apprehensive over a likely surge in flooding in the area due to what they claim is a drainage channelization error. Join us. Agege is one of the suburbs of Lagos State populated by a mixed multi-ethnic race. It's within the Ipaja axis of Lagos, bordering the airport and housing the Iju railway station. Its location and road network also makes it attract a lot of vehicular movement, which often leads to traffic gridlock. In order to curb the loss of man-hours and traffic and ensure better traffic control and management measure, the Lagos State government commenced the siting of this bridge in the Pen Cinema axis of the area. Despite several challenges and hiccups, the project is coasting home gradually. Any moment from now, it will be commissioned for use. This is a thing of joy to the people of the locality who have continued to monitor the progress of work done on a daily basis.
I'm very happy to see the good job that the Lagos State are doing in our community, Orile Agege, LCDA, and Agege local government as a whole. We really appreciate it because we know that we have future in Agege local government. That is why we came out to see how the project is going, and we can see that it is moved faster. So we are looking forward to see the better future.
This place is only one-way traffic that we are having. So if you are coming from Ogba, from Abule Egba, you find it difficult to get to this area. So it will take you some hours before getting. But with this project now, we observe that we know there will be no more go slow or no more hold up, no more traffic in this area again.
Once the bridge is completed, no doubt it will change the landscape of Agege, but the people are concerned about maintenance and security as well.
I will advise our government if they can provide a street light, and they provide, if there's no light, they provide a little generator whereby all the migrants and all these our boys who have been giving us problem in this area will not be having a places where they will be hiding. And they concern the security again, if they can be able to make sure they find us some security people who can be able to be keeping us, because in most areas when there's no police to be guarding the places, some people can even mind they be dropping some refuse, especially to block the drainage. And if they can provide some police, somebody to police the area for us concerning the flood and other things, we love it if it can be done.
We promise to manage it and maintain it very, very well. Because we will tell our people, we will educate them how to maintain it. They won't drop litters in the canal, in the streets, because we will have garbage litters baskets around this area. We promise to do so. Because one of our markets in Orile Agege local government is there, which is Agumbiade Market. So through these market leaders, they will educate all the people around there and even the community.
While the construction of the Agege Pensinema Bridge is a welcome development to road users around this axis, some members of the Okeokoto community believe that the issue of flooding hasn't been taken into consideration. Afanla is one of such community with over 18 streets and lanes all across and a canal running across its length and breadth. The canal was meant to control flooding within the residential area, but it can barely handle the volume of water that comes in.
The problem we're having is the issue of flood. Before now, we've been experiencing serious flood, even before the completion of the ongoing project at Okeokoto Junction. When you look at the canal, you see that the whole canal is filled up, all streets filled up. With what we are having now, if the state government do not quickly come to our aid to address the challenges at Okeokoto Junction, where canals and waters from so many areas are being channeled into one collector, then, which means what the government is looking for is the total wind off of the Afanla CDA, comprised of over 18 streets. Why is it? Because the water from Pensinema, the water from Ipaja Road, the water from Atobaje is now being channeled to just a canal, which is too deadly.
This eyewitness video shows what usually happens whenever it rains. The entire area gets flooded, and it takes everyone to clear the debris brought in by the flood.
This is Owo Street. This is where exactly that flood I showed you on the video. That's where it happens. Because I can say this is one of the major areas that's used to have a disastrous flood in this community. The gutter is filled up because it's too shallow. It doesn't deep. When they were constructing it, it's supposed to get it there, about 5 or 6 feet deep. But if you open it, it's just little this thing, it's very shallow. So that's why the little water, the road is flooded. Right. And it enters. It will enter the. You can see the way we the street. The house are built. You have to raise fence, so to push back any flood that may enter. 2011, we were in. It happened on Sunday. It was on Sunday. We were in church service at Okeokoto here. That's where my church is. Before we came back from church, the house is already filled up. My documents, my university certificates lost in the flood. All the project I did when I was in the higher institution, got spoiled. So and I can't recover all those. All the books I have I bought when I was in school in the 80s. I lost them. I lost so many things. So I can't, I cannot even. I'm not balanced as I'm as I'm talking to you now. So it devastated me. So I'm very affected by that flood.
But now the heat appears on for the people of Afanla as the ongoing construction might channel more water to their community instead of into the bigger but abandoned canal on Capital Okeokoto Road. So they plead for intervention.
The project now meets an existing canal that we've been complaining for years to the government of causing so much overflooding in the whole of the area. I'm talking about more than 30 years. The last time we complained to the government that's about 10, 11, 12 years back, the government came to our aid by constructing a new canal that links there is a canal here, the existing canal here. Now they constructed a new one that links Afanla, which is very deep and very wide. So all along we're expecting that's where the canal will be linked, so as to take away all those overflooding into the street or into the area especially Morcas area. Unfortunately, that has not been done. Even after that project, it still remained the same old, small canal that links to the, community. So now that this project is ongoing, we thought the time has come where we're going to get that, yes, break. So, but then it seems we're going back to the same old story.
Every year that is raining here, this is normally flooded. Every area here, you don't want peace. You don't want peace. The children they cannot go. The children are closing from school. They cannot find way to pass here. They don't find any way. They have to go and take another alternative again. We have problem here. Government should find solution. Government should come to our aid here. This Abimbola, Owo Street, Adele, Moricas Road, and this nearby Palace, Oba Palace there. We have so many problems here.
We've lost a lot of things to this flood. So we are appealing to them that government should come to our aid. The water that is coming from Okekoto can be channeled towards Ipaja Road. To go through the Ipaja Road to Okekoto, to Shofunde, Agbotikuyo Oasis. While another one we channel through we channel to Afanla to go through the abandoned and uncompleted canals at Afanla. Why the third one can easily follow through this canal to Aboru. Sir, we need the assistance of the government to come and address our problem. The canal at Afanla is uncompleted and it is poorly supervised by the state government agencies that supervised when the construction was ongoing. The water there now are stagnant, not flowing. And when you look at this canal also, it's overfilled. Whenever it rains, instead of the water to flow, the water will flow back to the street and flow back to the houses, which are putting the lives of the residents, most especially the children and the pregnant women, in danger.
That's what you see in dump.
Attempts to get the side of the Lagos state government is still ongoing. We hopefully should serve you with the necessary information in due course. The benefits accruable to road users and numerous other Agege communities by the construction of the bridge is enormous. An environmental impact assessment of the project no doubt will help shape where and how the flowing tides will be tackled. In the meantime, work continues on the Ojota end down to mile 12 of the ever-busy Ikorodu Road. One recurrent feature is a traffic congestion as a result of the various constructions ongoing. This is compounded by a number of breakdowns on the road and some vehicles driving against traffic. For now, the Ojota ramp is still shut down, but has been cast already awaiting final completion. In the coming days, as work progresses, Lagosians might begin to get some reprieve from the gridlock that seems unending. As far-flung as Aboru in Ipaja is from the heart of Lagos, so also it seems from development. If the distance is the reason for this underdevelopment, I can't tell, but I can pretty much say the inhabitants go through a lot every day just to get around. Major streets are in poor condition, let alone the inner routes. An area opened up in the 80s has remained devoid of government presence. Ifesowakbo, a rustic community in Aboru, in Agbadu Okiodo Local Council Development Area of Lagos State, represent perhaps an example of a rural settlement devoid of the presence of government. This eyewitness video shows the state of Ige Road in Aboru during the rainy season, and it gives us a hint of the situation of things in the locality. Although the waters have dried up when we visited, driving through the road is still appalling. Most parts of the entire stretch of the road have been eaten up by flood, leaving motorists at the mercy of large potholes. Ige Road serves as a shortcut and a relief for motorists heading to Ipaja and other areas in Alimosho to boycott gridlock on the ever-busy Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway. Inbound and outbound motorists have to manage one part of the road that has become too narrow to accommodate two vehicles at the same time. The experience of motorists on the road is a foretaste of what they go through when it rains. The community leaders are concerned about this.
This spot we are is a very, very dangerous, I would say a dangerous spot, because a lot of damages have been done to motorists over here. When it rains, it becomes impassable. A lot of damage, even passers-by, they get wounded. Talk less of these Okada riders. There's many people that have fallen down on this road, on Okada. Talk less of Marwa. Motorists, no motorist that plies this road that doesn't attend mechanics. Almost no time you pass here that you don't attend the mechanical village. So we have been lots of letters have been written to the government over it, but we are just expecting the government to please come to our plight, come to our rescue, so that we are not totally neglected.
These are the picture of the road.
One of the leaders, Razak Shekoni, shows us pictures of the state of the road during the rainy season, attached to acknowledged copies of several letters of appeal reaching to the state government and relevant agencies to fix the road.
We have tried a lot as a community. We used to take the road as a communal effort, because we people we have wrote series of letters to the Lagos State government. Even during the regime of Governor Ambode, he promised us. He came about 2 or 3 times to come and look at the road. Some of the letter we acknowledge from the Governor Ambode and from Jide Sanwo-Olu. He are here with me if you want to see it. In fact, it's unfortunate it is not the rainy season. If it is the rainy season, we have some pictures that we attached to the letter that we wrote to the government.
Community self-help efforts are often deployed, but they serve as palliatives while the dry season lasts.
Well, those people, those boys go to the school, they fall into the canal. So far, so good. This place is not good since 3 years. Very heavy, it's bloody. This place is not good for the past of 3 years. We wrote a lot of letters to the former governor before we get another governor, which is Sanwo-Olu now. Now, we are expecting them to come and do it for us. We go there several times, there is no returns. We just write another letter now to them. He give us this, reply. We are expecting reply from them.
Another concern on this road is the bridge that cuts across a large canal. Parts of the bridge are gradually eroded as large gullies appear around its pillars. The canal also needs to be cleared of refuse.
This particular point started as a gradual degeneration of little openings to what we have now. So if government does not come to intervene at this point and another rainy season comes, then this road and this bridge will be cut off. And that means people in this area will not have access to Ipaja and other exits. So we want the government to come and fix this place. Instances of accidents have occurred here. Last year, somebody here, in an attempt to rescue people that fell into the flood, he also got washed away and he died along the line.
Streets connected to Ige Road are also in terrible states. Including this one, named after a former military administrator of Lagos, Ondo and Ogun states. Brigadier General Raji Rasaki, who is believed to have opened up the area.
The man did a lot for us. We call one of my senior elder in this community, we call his name Chief Olubakari. He was a CD chairman by then. But then, this place, we doesn't have lights, no school, no electricity, no gutter, no road, nothing. The man has to tell the community to dig the borehole. Where the governor have to come to commission that borehole. From that borehole, he told he has that city chairman, what exactly again that you want in your community? He said, we don't have electrification. Raji Rasaki promised he will do it. He said that we don't have school, both primary and the secondary school. He promised that he will do it. That then again, this Aboru, we don't have any road at all. He promised that he will do it, and the man did everything as he promised. That is why we have to make his name as Raji Rasaki, this Raji Rasaki street. And this is the longest street in this area.
Also within the Fesowankpo community is Ogundimo Street. This inner road is almost cut off from others. It's inaccessible to residents living on the streets. This is a result of flood caused by heavy rains. Even some of the houses are being affected. Mrs. Aderonke Akinshola, a retired public servant, tells us a sad experience living with this road condition for 20 years. She also shares personal efforts put into fixing the part that leads to her house.
I can see that the road wants to cut into two. I started putting a bag of sand, even if you look at my shop there, I put some bags there that I want to put sand, but my pocket is rich, so that I cannot do it like 2-3 weeks ago. I said even the person who is doing it for me is inside working for me now, but I'm telling him that you have to exercise patience. Let's even see if the rain will fall again, so that I will be able to get sand to put. That hole, we fill it. Still yet, they are putting rubbish there now. I don't know. This stone has been there since 2000 and something, because you know the place is too down. I was putting it in order for people to enter the shop.
Interestingly, a community healthcare center is located on the street. The condition of the road could be a major reason for the low patronage of the health facility, which looks deserted and placed on lock. Otherwise, the only patronage might be from close neighbors. Like Sulaiman, hope is the word many residents of this part of Aboru have held onto for a long time, in anticipation that the Lagos state government would someday intervene in their situation. How soon that translates into reality is another kettle of fish. If you desire to be the change in your community, then be part of the Eyewitness team by giving us blow-by-blow account of what is happening in your access. Simply take that shot and upload with relevant information to the Channels TV Eyewitness platform, which is available on the Channels TV app, downloadable from the various app stores online. Launch the app, check for Eyewitness on the menu, tap and follow instructions on how to upload your story. It's quite simple. Now let's see what you already uploaded for the week.
We begin this segment with a video showing refuse dumped along Ogomba Road in Aja, Etiosa local government area of Lagos State. The sender of the video says the illegal act is carried out by motoring residents as they ply the road. While the reporter wants relevant agencies to extend the enforcement of environmental laws, he is appealing to the state government to put in place adequate means of refuse disposal for residents in the area. Omolara Ibuoye sent these photos showing gas stations located within a residential area on Sherifat Ibilola Street, Igodo, Oloja, Ibejuleki, LCDA. The sender says the first is beside a smoking joint and a generator house. The second is beside a school. The Eyewitness reporter is asking the relevant government agencies to close the gas station to avoid a fire incident. The next set of pictures shows a fence allegedly built on the road in Adeolu Adedero community in Ogun State. Residents of 26 villages affected by the blockade are demanding its removal. According to them, the fence is obstructing the only available road leading to their communities. The villagers are worried that the fence remains untouched despite their complaints sent petition to the state government on the negative impact on their livelihood. Next is a picture of Loma Environmental Enforcement Monitoring Team on Odewale Street, Oregun, Lagos. They are educating traders on indiscriminate waste disposal. This is followed by a picture of a Dangote cement truck grounded at Abule Egba. The Eyewitness reporter says that the truck has been grounded for days due to some faults and it's been hindering traffic flow on the axis.
Now, those are your shots. Do keep them coming. Next week, we'll be back for another episode of Eyewitness Report. Till then, I am Chris Elams, and I'll keep my eyes on you. Bye-bye.